Okay, so we should be live. Let's see if notifications went out, which I highly doubt it, but we are here anyway. Last episode before a holiday because Thanksgiving is tomorrow. Just a heads up. Videos might be late. It's a holiday, Black Friday, so you might not get the maybe tomorrow. My mom, everybody in the house is up right now, so cooking is being done, things like that, but we should be good. So am I coming through clearly? Can you hear me okay? Because this episode, like I tweeted this out, if the episode stopped at like the 20-minute mark as soon as Zach and Fatima left, 10 out of 10. This episode, anything that wasn't in the Zach, Fatima, Karen, Miss Lisa storyline was stupid. I didn't care about the Q and Calvin stuff. I didn't care about the Andy and stuff. And going to be honest here, I don't care about the Danny storyline. I know it's a serious thing. I know it's a message that's being brought, across, but I don't feel invested at all. So I hate to say it, Sisters this week was better than the Oval. I have not watched the Oval yet. I probably won't watch the Oval until tomorrow or maybe tonight. I don't know. It's been a long day. So I'm sorry to say this, but Danny had it coming. Am I saying she deserved to be slapped? No. But this was one of them times where she should have let what's his name, Jonah, get dressed and leave. He was wrong for calling her out of her name, but hey, video's fuzzy, whatever. So long as you can hear me, it's okay. So yeah, I'm not saying that Danny deserved to be slapped. I'm not saying that, but all I'm saying is this is one of them times where she should not have run her mouth because she should have known something was up with this dude. So yeah, Danny should have left him alone. Exactly. Hot girl summer. So yeah, again, I'm not saying she deserved to be slapped. I just don't feel any investment in the storyline. So it was pretty funny when that one girl was trying to jack the microwave from the apartment. I don't feel bad for Calvin. I don't feel bad for Danny. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like Danny didn't know what this dude was capable of. Let him go ahead and talk his shit and leave because first of all, you don't even know what kind of guy he was, and you brought him back to your apartment. He even had that mean look on his face, and Danny didn't see it. Yeah, I posted the tweet where he looked like Ike Turner. As soon as she said he was small, he was like that. So it annoys me hearing Karen say "mama" the way it does when Bryce says "baby." Yeah, baby. Oh, baby. Mama, come on. Come on. Yo, I was laughing my butt off because the way Karen read that letter was exactly how I did it. I did it last week, and that's exactly how she read the letter. Plus, he knew he was little. Yeah. I think Calvin's going to beat Q with that one golf club. Possibly. Yeah, like the beginning of the episode, Zach should have shut it down if he would have brought up Karen having him arrested, that would have been it. Well, Sydney, here's the thing. If Fatima let Zach go, he wasn't leaving without her. But I'm glad she stayed for the sake of making it clear that the expiration dates on these good graces and mercy is done with. Not to mention Miss Lisa, thank goodness she was willing to listen. But here's the thing though, when Fatima started talking about the B word and Miss Lisa was like, whoa, I liked how Fatima checked her respectively. It's like, Miss Lisa, please let me speak. Cause it's like, yeah, you Miss Lisa, you said you would let Karen speak than everybody else. So I'm glad Fatima said what she did. Keep in mind, there was a lot more that probably needed and was going to be said, but Karen kept cutting her off because I love how Miss Lisa was like that one parent who believed their child is an angel. My baby is stressed out. She gets to class and, she's all stressed out and we don't want that. But then when the teacher says, well, yeah, here are some receipts to show how badass your little angel is. And Miss Lisa was like, what? So Yeah. Yeah. What's love got to do? Yeah. I'm glad Miss Lisa checked Karen on her antics. She mentioned the B word, but not the fact that she kept popping up at the house. I mean, Miss Lisa, you really doing that? So I'm glad that that was addressed. Yeah. But Karen's letter was just a diss track, and I'm good. Honestly, here's the thing though. Even I felt a bit mad at Zach, a little bit. It's like after you said what you said, well, excuse me, when it was finally your turn to talk, you didn't say anything. So then don't be talking smack when Aaron is talking. Like there was no reason for Zach to bring up Aaron's ex-wife killing herself. That was way, way out of line. He should not have done that. I feel like it was just forced to make Zach feel like the immature one, while Fatima was the one that was composed. See, yeah, that's the thing. It's like Karen has so many things to say about Fatima that's nice, but won't say it to her face. Did you get this episode a 10 out of 10? I would probably give it like a 7 because the Andy and Gary stuff, the Danny stuff, the Calvin and Q stuff was completely unnecessary. I didn't care. As soon as the camera moved to another location that wasn't the Karen and Zach stuff, I didn't care. I didn't care. Yeah, Stacy, I was going to give it a 5, but I gave it a couple points because Miss Lisa finally proved herself. I said, if she doesn't let the other characters talk and she doesn't believe that her daughter did crazy stuff, I'm going to be mad. But Fatima told her before she understood about someone reaping benefits. Karen just wants to be miserable. Yep. Yep. But like I said, just a heads up. Just a heads up. If you don't see videos from me in the near future, it's because of the holiday. So the Oval, Sistas review, all this other stuff, it might be coming over the weekend. So don't be mad. I mean, you can't be mad. I uploaded a bunch of videos recently, so there you go. Yeah, that's the thing. I'm thankful that Miss Lisa brought up the Aaron stuff. It's like I don't know, I don't know, because we've been thinking that since season one. Like he's just too good to be true. For what? Actually, for what? Miss Lisa's intuition kicked in when she said something was off about Aaron, which I guess is connected to that woman he'll be seeing in the future. Yeah, You deserve a break. You more than earned it. Yeah, 5, and they're lucky I have a 5. 4 out of 10 because Gary was stupid enough to have plotting paper. I know you ain't call it plotting paperwork when he went to see Andy Dumb. Yeah, why didn't he just take his jacket with him? That was stupid. So if I'm not mistaken, Joy, I'm guessing that's like a copy of the contract that Robin had to sign, and now Andy's looking at it like, so like again, I don't care about this storyline at all. I really don't. That's the review. Honestly, that's all I have to say. There really is nothing to say about the episode other than that. Fatima did give a great way of breaking down the timeline, but I thought this was going to be a reference to her abortion, but it wasn't. All why in his jacket and Andy irks me. Yeah, I think that happened on Good Burger too, when Keenan Thompson's character left like the contract for the Ed sauce in his jacket. And I forgot the actress's name, but she found it after he gave her the jacket for the night. So she got mad. All the storylines are not giving except the part that we concluded. That should be enough. Yeah. And Karen was not reading from the paper to Zach. Yo, I know, right? I'm just happy my imitation was on point, though. I like I said in my video, man, my Karen imitation is a bit rusty, but I was on point. She literally said it how I said it, man. I guess we were right when we said Karen had acrimony when Zach said he gave her 75. I thought it was 77 though. No, actually, what did he give her 5,000 right off the rip, or was it 3,000? I forgot. It was 75,000 or 77,000. I know he gave her a $72,000 check. The first amount of money in cash was either 3,000 or 5,000. Was Fatima about to tell Zach she had been pregnant before by Ian or had a few scares with Zach? Shanny, I am trying to figure that out. 5,000, yes, it was 77. Danny went flying like Veronica did, except for a short fly. Yeah, Veronica literally flipped around to another channel. That's how hard he got hit, how hard he hit her. I had to pimp slap that bitch. Yeah, okay. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't wrong with my math because I'm pretty sure all the times I said 77,000, it was 77. Const- Constance, that's the thing. It's like Hayden said, she's playing you, right? She's just going to keep going back and forth with Robin and Gary, back and forth. I like the moment between Karen and Mom when they were in the bedroom. Karen has a pretty smile. Sydney, those are the moments I love when Karen is being sweet, but she, like somebody said earlier, she has all these nice things to say about Fatima, but won't say it to her face. And then on top of that, Hayden is the same way, kind of, sort of, because he even told Gary, my problem isn't even with Zach, it's Fatima. I hate that for Danny, but she needs to quit bringing home strays. That's why I have no mercy. That's why I have no sympathy. Same thing with Calvin. Like, you had over a whole season to get rid of Q, and yet I don't know. I like Zach should have spoke up about how Karen always talked down to him. That's the problem with Zach. It's like, yes, I understand him being bent out of shape, sitting through all this bull crap. But the thing is, Zach, either say something when you have the chance or don't say anything at all. I wasn't mad at Zach for not liking Aaron because Aaron used to talk down to Zach too. I'm not saying I was mad at Zach in this episode for what happened with Aaron in the past. I'm just mad that he went way too far, like, mentioning his dead wife and everything. That was uncalled for. Danny really needs to stop meeting guys at her job. Yep. Karen's sweet nature has an on and off switch. It's her victim mentality. She did exactly like I called. Did not tell you she would be mad at her mom if her mom wasn't on her side. And I'm so glad she wasn't. Seriously, like, why would you want your mom to co-sign on this? And like I said on one of my biggest tweets of the night, I said, I'm still trying to wrap my mind around Karen going on and on about how Zach did so much damage to her emotionally, but she still believes and wants the baby to be his. Make it make sense. Danny got slapped, but shot me. Nah, it was coming. I don't mean to sound heartless, but I'm just, you knew it was coming. She was going to run that mouth to the wrong person. Not saying she deserved to get slapped. I'm just saying that should have kept her mouth shut. And better yet, not invite this guy home. The show's ending was a little awkward. Yeah, it just felt weird. Yeah, it felt forced, like you hate the new Danny storyline. Like Andy saying call Preston, that's because she always calls Gary just because. Zach needs to learn to express himself and his thoughts. He needs therapy, just like most of the folks in the show. You're not wrong, and it's not a bad thing. It's the truth. Exactly. She should have just shut up when he was already, crazy. I felt we got a little bit of the old Fatima back tonight. Yes. And I hope it stays that way because the Fatima we've gotten for a majority of season 5, I did not care for her at all. We have a more understanding, but still firm Fatima. I have not seen the preview for next week. Thankfully, Instagram restored my accounts with that bug that was on it. So if anybody has the promo for next week, please send it to me right now and I will watch it. Please send me the promo. I'm tired though. Excuse me. We got a new sofa today and a love seat. So we had to move the old one out, then move the new one in. And I was winded as hell. So if you listen to the videos I did earlier today, it's because somebody said this on Twitter, and I agree. If Miss Lisa really wanted to be fair, she should have told all the people she invited about the whole letter thing so they can write their letters too. I think that would have been fair. As opposed to how it happened, because Aaron just being a yes man, like, where's your dignity, man? She literally doesn't want you. She said that multiple times. Jamar, that's what I'm saying. That's why I gave the episode a 7 out of 10. I mean, anything that wasn't in relation to the Zach, Fatima, and Karen stuff, I didn't care about. What if they use Madam for Danny? You mean like get Madam to take care of Jonah for Danny? I don't know. How did Karen have an ultrasound that didn't tell her the day of conception? Well, Miss Lisa said they already did that, but they couldn't determine the timeline. That's when Aaron was like, oh, well, it was too close because it's in the same week. So while that was a good idea, I'm surprised Zach didn't react to that. It's like, wait, y'all had an ultrasound? When did this happen? Because he didn't know. I'm cooking up, so I'm here for this live. Yeah, my mom's cooking right now. The ham's already ready. I think the macaroni and cheese is in the oven. See, if she would have watched the episode, she could be up here too. Danni could have jumped on Jonah like she did Alonzo in season 1 when he hit Sabrina at some bar. Yeah, I remember that. I thought Danni was going to throw hands, but she just got slapped. Yeah, I agree. Like, there was no reason for Zach to hit Aaron below the belt like that. I've been saying Aaron is like Gary 2.0 for over a year. Friends with Gary. I don't know when we're seeing Maurice and Sabrina. I don't know. Danni wasn't moving smart at all. Again, I don't feel bad. Q irks me so bad. The Calvin Q stuff I don't care about. Calvin should have called the police on Q. I mean, it just makes no sense, the whole just because he's not on the lease. But what if Calvin calls and says, yo, this dude with the ankle brace is doing drugs? How the hell does him not being on the lease negate him being kicked out? That doesn't make any sense to me. Danni was talking shit. What they say, talk shit, get hit. I'm not saying she deserved to be slapped, but she should have read the room. I don't know if those papers Andy found were about Robin's money. If it is, do you think she'll tell Robin about it? Yeah. And this will be one of those, well, I'm mad at Gary for doing this, so I'm going to hook up with Robin again because he's sorry because he rightfully called me out for being a slut. So I don't know. Danni took it there. He was leaving until she went in on his little peewee. He was wrong for calling her out of her name. I agree with that. But Danni should not have. She should have just woosah. That was it. Andy's weak for real. No, Andy, she had the nerve to call Danni out for being scared of being lonely. And she literally had Gary coming over like, what? Are there any corporates there in that apartment? I have no idea. For real. She really should have read the room. Like, there's no excuse for him to do it, but you got to think about this stuff before you invite random men in there. I was getting to that. Your thoughts on Fatima's billionaire friend with the yacht? I tweeted, I said, wait, yacht with a billionaire? Is that a Tyler Perry reference? And didn't she tell Zach a few episodes ago in the gym that, you know, one of my exes had me on a yacht, was trying to get back with me, and I said no? Was that a Tyler Perry reference? Let's backtrack. Crystal had her birthday party called the Crystal Room, and Tyler Perry gave her like, what was it, like 10 or 12 designer purses. And some people online were like stirring the pot that those two were in a relationship. I didn't buy it because he bought Tiffany Haddish a car and nobody said anything. He buys Crystal all those purses and people feel like they're together. So was this throwaway line a reference to those two? I'm just throwing it out there. I'm not trying to start rumors, but it's obvious. Kind of like when Eddie on If Loving You Was Wrong was like, 3 black guys, one of them looking like Tyler Perry. So this thing happened. I don't know. Danni should have got some hot grits in the frying pan. I think the yacht will play out in Zatima season 2. Same here. Oh crap, we almost got 200 people on here. Hey everybody. Maybe I'm giving Andy too much credit, but maybe she has a plan to get Gary back. Hayden did warn Gary that Andy could be playing him. So there's that. But yet again, this episode was proof that if a storyline or scene does not revolve around Zatima, I don't care. Dondra, first time chatting. Well, welcome aboard. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. After hearing Zach's letter, Aaron should be falling back. Karen was just too much. I agree. I mean, what is the reason for him pursuing her so much? I give this episode a 6 out of 10. Yeah, I give it like a 7. I have not watched The Oval. I have not watched House of Pain. I'll probably watch him probably tomorrow, but tomorrow's a holiday. So like I said, that's why I'm doing this live now, as I usually do. We're going to talk about the episode, but to be honest, we covered everything. I love Deja and Zatima. She's so pretty but annoying. I don't like what they did with the character. I loved her when she first showed up, but then she got way too ratchet and ghetto. I really love the fact that she was a dancer with some sort of class, but the way she just got all ratchet and, Ghetto. I didn't like that. Gary and Hayden together is like watching Dumb and Dumber. Yeah, I know, right? They're like the wet bandits from Home Alone. They think they're smart, but they're not. Aaron will be a stalker. That's why his wife was so off. They were off together. I agree. I've always said Aaron seems too good to be true. Ever since season 1. Danny could have turned into Lisa from Family Reunion. Yeah. The promo's on. Did somebody send it to me yet? I'm checking now. Nobody sent it to me. Oh, yeah. Jason David Frank. Yeah, that's messed up. Calvin needs to call some reinforcements. We might fight between Aaron and Zach already. Yeah, they fought like, what, 3 times already? Yeah, and it's not even like, I love how Fatima spoke up and did it with class. And also, I love the fact that Karen felt so bitter. The reason I feel Karen was bitter about Fatima being in her home was because she hasn't been allowed to step foot into Zach's new house yet, which I love. I thought that was pretty cool. Yeah, Sabrina, I don't know. Also, I saw some behind the scenes stuff for season 6. Q is still in the show. Logan is still in the show. Bio is coming back. Maurice, Sabrina, Calvin, Preston, Gary, Hayden, Zach, Fatima, Andy, Danny. I don't know. Aaron's on the download. Dylan pretty much said on Sistas. Huh? Fatima, way more maturity than she had in season 1. Yeah. Well, that in season 1, she was really more like a, guest star. Then season 2, she was like a recurring role, and then of course season 3, a main character. Karen was so mad that Fatima was in her home and kissing Zach. It felt like when Veronica got David to kiss her in front of Maggie Day to make her uncomfortable. It was kind of funny. That Q ain't going nowhere. She absolutely nothing will happen in season 5. Yeah, I know, right? It's kind of like in Ruthless, where the trailer looks great, but it's not going to amount to anything due to the fact that in season 3 of The Oval, she's begging for help. So everything she did means nothing. I think most of us are saying something's off about Aaron. I still wonder, how can someone come to the exact same place where your ex-wife killed herself and not be affected? No. Zatima, not Sisters. She was immature on Zatima, not Sisters. Yeah, I agree. Tyler needs to know when to let actors go for the good of the storyline. Yeah, because there are so many. Seriously, when I do my episode review, I'm going to spend less than 5 minutes talking about the Andy stuff, the Danny stuff, and the Calvin and Q stuff. The review is just going to be about the Zach and Fatima stuff. Zach needs to calm down. I agree. Where's Maurice in jail? They filmed season 6 so fast, probably faster than other seasons. Are they done yet? I don't remember if they're done. Q and Hayden are the most pointless villains to have. I feel like Gary is more of a Saturday morning, or Gary and Hayden, they're like Saturday morning cartoon character villains. So I don't really take them seriously anymore. I think Tyler is basically reimagining his old shows through The Oval and Sisters. That's a very good observation. Wait, did Aaron and his wife share kids? Apparently the kids weren't his. That's what somebody made me aware of. I completely forgot about that, because keep in mind, that was season 1. So I don't know. I want Zatima season 2. Sisters can kick rocks. Yeah. Even though I don't want them to rush season 2, the fact that it's 20 episodes instead of 10, go ahead and do it. When will new Zatima? I'm guessing next year. I could be wrong, but I'm guessing next year. I'm going to be completely honest, though. The Bruh trailer does not have me excited, mainly because I can tell the videos won't do well because the trailer breakdown did not do well. Somebody on Instagram posted on my post about Bruh that Bruh fell off after season 1. I'd say season 2 holds up in some ways as well, but I think season 3 has been the weakest one so far. So next week, Bruh comes back. Then the week after, we have ruthless. Yeah, I mean, the Bruh season 3 trailer was really about Bill. I mean, the fact that dude was simping on Bruh last night. Who? Oh, wait, because Bruh comes on, I think, at 10:30 or 11. No, it's just the fact that Regina is still hanging the divorce thing over Bill's head to take his money. I'm over that storyline. He shows main characters in the last 15 minutes of the show. Q is somebody's eye candy on set, so he ain't going to. He's doing his job well. No, the acting I have no problem with. I think Q is a decent enough actor in terms of the slimy, thug. It's just the fact that everybody in that storyline has been so stupid to accommodate him to be on the show makes no sense. Like, if you want to have these characters on the show, make them actually valuable. Karen was a bit rude to Lisa when she called her out for her behavior. Yeah, I knew she would do that. That's exactly what she did to Andy. Anytime Andy seems to be defending Fatima, even when she's absolutely right in doing so, Karen's like, no, you're supposed to be on my side. She's victim. She's self-proclaimed victim. Whenever she feels like somebody isn't on her side, even when she's wrong, she's going to bitch about it. And the thing about it is, I said this would happen. Last week, Karen told her mom, you know what? Let him go. Anytime he hears something he doesn't like, he walks away. What did Karen do tonight? The exact same thing. As soon as she was being, the like Scooby-Doo, the mask was being ripped off. She wasn't a victim. As soon as her mom was figuring out that Karen was Little Devil, she started to get all fussy. Wait, I'm not supposed to be stressed out. I'm being stressed out. No, you're being, exposed right now. That's why Miss Lisa says she's not grown yet. Look at how she's acting. I couldn't agree more. I pray Tyler Perry can take some people off the show. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. That's a good point. She can't let go of Zach because she knows something's off with Aaron. Yep. What do you want? Yeah. I don't know if I'm almost done. I got over 200 people on the live right now, so we will see. And if anybody would like to make a donation for Thanksgiving, feel free to Cash App or Super Chat me. Bill is just dumb. He stops messing around with Claudia. Yeah. What are you doing for Thanksgiving? I'm at home because I have no other place to go. If Tyler Perry did not have a loyal fan base begging for better content, this show would be over already. I mean, you're absolutely right, because people ask me like, yo, I'm not calling you out for criticizing the show because you give honest feedback, but why do you keep watching? It's the best, highest rated show on the channel. I need the views. I need to get a house so I can get out of here. So yeah, I got to keep doing what I do. They will keep adding characters instead of phasing some out. Will Zach get back with Karen in season 6 and Fatima will get back in Ian? No. Where did y'all go to watch the episode? Because it's now on BET Plus. On BET. We want so much better for Sisters. Claudia is bad. He's wrong for cheating, but I can't blame him. I actually said this, and for the first time, I don't hate Bill. I think the show of Bruh did a great job demonstrating how Regina pushed him to cheat. It's not her fault he cheated, but for once I could see Bill's mindset, like, moved her mom in. Every day is hell. She's constantly threatened to divorce him and take his stuff. So it's understandable why he would cheat. So I actually like the way that was written. Karen was hateful as I don't know what. I was hoping she was going to get a bit more at her so that Fatima to call her on everything, not just the B word part. Yeah. But she did call her out about the whole stalking around the house and everything. That was pretty cool. It's small details I don't think Tyler Perry thinks about. He wants a big story instead. Thank you, D. That's what I've been saying for years. It's all about like, how can we do a bigger and badder fight scene or, a murder or an affair? But I don't care about that. It's just like Danni getting slapped. I didn't care because the lead up to it was so lousy. I didn't feel anything. Tyler Perry's writing is like a bad car accident. You know that the accident is bad. The victims are distorted, but you can't help but look. Yep. Nah, the episodes aren't released until like weeks after the season itself is done. Bruh comes on next Thursday, December 1st. I don't know how they're going to do it. If it's going to be 3 episodes the first week, then 1 episode after that, or will it be 2 per week? I don't know why, but Karen's storyline just doesn't make sense. Her letter makes no sense. Like I said a couple times already, how can you talk about how damaged a person made you feel, yet you really hope the baby's theirs? Yeah, I don't care about the Andy and Gary stuff. It's stupid. There was literally no build up or no bad feeling on her part. Now, again, that's why I don't feel bad for Danny getting slapped. I don't feel bad for Calvin because you literally had an entire season to call the cops or get Maurice to call the cops, but you're the one. Hey, I'm okay with Q staying. Now you see, I don't feel bad. This is stupid. Have you seen the other preview for next week? Nobody has sent me the promo. I haven't seen it yet. Somebody sent me the dang promo. It was Jonah. That's the guy that slapped her. I would love to know what's in Tyler Perry's head when he's writing this mess. 5 seasons, 3 to 4 months. There's no way the show is supposed to be 3 to 4 months, but apparently it is. I didn't see a slap. Well, it was at the very end of the episode. I agree. It's hard to feel bad for Andy, Danny, because they keep volunteering for this foolishness. Yeah, I agree. That's the only reason Karen wants the baby to be Zach, so she can just start. You sent it to me on Instagram. Okay, let me see. Okay, here's the trailer. Let me watch it. Okay, here we go. Just waiting for it to load. Oh, over 200 people watching. Go ahead and hit the thumbs up button. We only got 43 likes. Next Wednesday, after a shocking turn of events, Robin found out that I sent that email. He got CIA connections. I know, it's Zach's baby. Well, did you check with the doctor? They need each other now. I need to talk to you. I'm Danny later. I want to see all y'all. Is she that bad? I told you to leave. More than ever. Always run. I want to talk. It's not good. Get a lawyer. Robin knows CIA. Danny shows up with shades trying to get a lawyer. Karen still saying she knows it's Zach's baby. And now she's calling in the sisters because her mom is being too much. No. The reason Karen wants her friends is because her mom isn't on her side anymore. That's it. Okay, I'm actually looking forward to next week. I actually am. I remember last week I was mad. What was it, last week or the week before? And the trailer had me already pissed off. That was last week. This week I'm smiling. I'm looking forward to next week. Show us the trailer. It's going to be small. I'll do my trailer breakdown tomorrow, maybe. Don't worry, I'll have it for you. But yeah, I'm actually looking forward to it. I am looking forward to it. Okay, imagine if Maurice talks to Lyle off screen. Oh yeah, the cellmate according to the character information. Yeah, I'm pumped for next week, y'all. Linda on Love Thy Neighbor was pregnant 5 years. I don't like Miss Lisa. I will slightly disagree because Miss Lisa did say let Karen speak first, and then she gave them the opportunity to speak. Zach kept interrupting people. He didn't want to say anything when it was his turn. Miss Lisa tried to stop Fatima, but Fatima was like, "Oh, Miss Lisa, right? Let me finish what I'm saying." And then once she hit, boom, there we go. So I'm not mad at Miss Lisa. I mean, at first I'm like, she's talking about how, this is my child, and I don't want to feel like she's dealing with a lot of, and she's dealing with so much right now. I'm thinking to myself, if you only knew how much hell she was causing. I might watch this episode just to see Danny get pimp slapped. It's the last 30 seconds of the episode. It's because she was running her mouth. Miss Lisa gave him a chance to speak. That's why I said this was the episode that would make or break Miss Lisa for me, and thankfully it just made it. It just made her for me. It did. Thank goodness, Miss Lisa. Could you do a video of Lila Maurice? I'm not doing a video until they're actually on screen. Had the floor. He did not take the opportunity. Actually, kind of like Madam wasn't there because of everyone just sitting during the whole conversation. It would have been a whole fight and probably some blood. Hell, spice it up. I was so glad Fatima got to say everything that Karen has been doing. And there was more. There was more. Dude was too thirsty to have sex with Danny. I wonder if he'll put her on the stroll. Well, Zach would not tell Miss Lisa he was mad at her, but he didn't give her a hug when he came there. I mean, she gave her. She asked for a hug and they gave it. Yeah, I exactly. That was my part. I was mad at Zach for that. He wasted the golden opportunity to put Karen on blast, but didn't do it. I wish Sisters would have more storylines like when Danny and Karen in season 1. Oh yeah, the beef. I don't think Madam will be back, to be honest. No, I mean, unless she finally comes back to meet Zach, I don't think they will. But notice in a couple of weeks, the Christmas fumble that DeVal and Eva are supposed to star in, maybe that episode will be the one where she comes back. Oh yeah, and when Fatima said call to war, I was like, oh snap. Bro needs to give us the whole season at once. Karen was acting like a damn 5-year-old. I agree. She was having a temper tantrum, because she wasn't getting her way. D, that was just for shock value. Yeah. Okay, well, we can wind down here. Any other final thoughts? Like I said, it's a holiday, plus it's Black Friday on Friday, so we might be going out early in the morning. So if the videos don't show up, that's why I'm taking a small break. Tyler Perry has to stop flooding this show with crossovers. This show already has enough people. The crossovers was a rating stunt, but it really wasn't effective at all. It was good to see her, but they're not engaged in Sisters yet. Don't ask me how the timeline works. I wish Zach told Miss Lisa that Karen ended the relationship. Again, there was so much Zach could have and should have said. Oh yeah. Karen's pettiness when Miss Lisa asked, "Do you have children?" and Karen was like, "No, she doesn't." I was like, man, oh. Happy Thanksgiving and good night. Yeah. All right. Well, I think that's all that needs to be said. What point were they trying to make with the Oval? I have not watched it yet. So let me just say thank you all so much for tuning in. Thanks for being subscribed to the channel. So that's my little Thanksgiving thank you right there. Hope everybody eats as much as you want and don't regret it later. I gave the episode a 7 out of 10. Have fun during Black Friday, Cyber Monday, whatever you choose to do. I am doing both. I don't really know what I'm going to buy yet, though. So use your money wisely. I will check in with you guys soon. I'll make shorts because shorts have been blowing the channel up. So you can expect shorts and memes instead of full-on videos. Maybe over the weekend, it depends. Like I said, I'm taking a short break, but there's not much to say about the episode outside of the Zach, Fatima, Karen, and Miss Lisa stuff. So there's that. So have a happy Thanksgiving. Be safe, and I will catch you all. Oh, do you think Karen would be nicer to Zach if he was single or with someone other than Fatima? No, I don't. The man called Danny out of his name. Danny went on him and slapped Danny hard. Yeah, Danny should have read the room and not said anything. So there's that. Enjoy the holiday. Hope you do too. All right. Well, have a great night, and I will talk to you later.